I didn't want to be a rock star. I didn't want to be a movie star. I want to be a health-based culinary expert, a cook star, and so can you. Hi, my name is Remmi, and today on Cook Time, we're gonna prep and cook one of my favorite dishes called Figgy Trail Mix, featuring, you guessed it, figs. Okay, first things first. The #1 rule on Cook Time is always check with a parent or an adult before you start cooking. Next, it's important to wash your hands before cooking any food. Okay, let's get started. Today, we're making Figgy Trail Mix. Figs are one of my favorite foods. They're healthy for you and they taste delicious. Next thing we need to do is get our cooking pots, pans, and bowls. So, here are my spoons, and here's my baking dish. We'll also need the ingredients used for this great dish. So, we'll need cherries, mixed nuts, Chex, pretzel sticks, figs, popcorn, cumin, chili powder, Worcestershire sauce, salt and pepper, and some canola oil. Did you know figs were considered sacred in Southeast Asia, Egypt, Greece, and Italy? And in Greece, they're a token of honor to the Olympians and were a huge part of their training diet. And also, the first medal given to Olympians were fig laurels. Okay, so the first thing you're gonna do is preheat your oven to 350 degrees. And then we're gonna add our pretzel sticks to our baking dish here, and our Chex, nice crunch, and then of course our mixed nuts. So then we're gonna add a little bit of salt, a little bit of pepper. Always gotta season it. And we're gonna just mix this up right when they're dry. Make sure everything's, there we go. And then we have our oil and our Worcestershire sauce. So we're gonna add a little bit of cumin and a little bit of our chili powder in here. And then we're going to mix it up because those flavors are gonna be really strong, so you don't wanna add too much. And then we're going to spoon it, actually no, I'm just gonna drizzle it over. And you wanna make sure you get a nice good coat, so that way your pretzels and your Chex and your nuts get nice and crunchy. And we wanna get our Worcestershire sauce in there for that flavor. And then we're going to mix it up again. Make sure it has a nice even coat so everything gets nice and crunchy and golden. And remember, before using a hot appliance, you should always have adult supervision. So I'm gonna get my oven mitts on to be safe. Oven. And we'll leave that in there for about 15 minutes. It's been about 15 minutes, so I'm gonna go ahead and get my trail mix. Ooh, looks super good. I'm going to bring this over. Gotta shut our oven. There we go. And now we get to add some more. So we're going to add our cherries, get those in there. And then of course, our figs. And actually a fun fact, figs are high in fiber, calcium, and antioxidants, so they're super healthy for you. And also, figs have 55% natural sugar, so they're one of the sweetest foods. And we're gonna add our popcorn in there. Who doesn't love popcorn? Now we're going to get it a good mix, make sure we got our figs everywhere. We didn't want that natural sweetness. And this is a really, this is a really great high energy snack, so you can fuel up right before, and it's super easy to make. And then of course, gotta make it look pretty. So I'm gonna get some of my wonderful trail mix here. You wanna be pretty careful because this is, no, you don't wanna be pretty careful. You actually wanna be really careful, but just go with it. Okay, you wanna be really careful whenever you're adding this to your plate because it's gonna be really hot. Nice, get some popcorn. And there we have it, our Figgy Trail Mix. When you're cooking, it's very important to make sure your ingredient measurements are right. The food you use should always be as fresh as possible so your food tastes the best. Remember the cook time rule, always have all 5 food groups when eating each meal. Cooking is fun, and the food you make should taste good and be healthy for you. Now here is my favorite part, the taste test. So I'm gonna just go ahead and get me some figs here. really love the natural sweetness of the figs, along with the little saltiness of the popcorn. And also the cumin has such a bold flavor. It just all works so well together. All kids lead a healthy, active, and nutritious life. And we all play a role educating young people about healthy choices, including the 16 million children at risk of hunger in the US. Join me Sodexo to help raise awareness about the 1 in 5 kids at risk of hunger by visiting an online youth action center at www.nokidhungry2.org. Thank you for hanging out with me on Cook Time with Remmi. I'll see you next time when we'll be making coconut granola with cherries. To make sure your ingredient measurements are right, there's your foodie. Sorry. So instead of biting gold, I'm biting a fig. Yes! Always have all 5 food groups at each meal. Food is, sorry, okay.